So my name is Mike Dombrowski again, and I'm one half of Eastside Compost.
And my name is MC. I'm the other half of Eastside Compost, and we're not sure who the raccoon on the bike is, but she's definitely a part of the team. Our Eastside team is similar to Marjorie from Fraggle Rock. Some of you know the trash pile. Like Marjorie, we are also a vital part of our community food shed. Our community is Greater Lansing, where we haul food scraps and make great compost. We are a worker-owned community composter filling in a niche market that was identified in the 2023 Mid-Michigan Regional Organic Study. On this slide, you can see our mission to divert organic matter from the landfill. We do this very efficiently with tools such as full cycle logistics and a clearly identified target service area.
So I founded Eastside Compost about 4 years ago as effectively a bit of a side project. I was talking to a neighbor of mine, her name is Nicole, and she participated in a similar program a few years ago in Lansing that folded because of the grant dried up, and she was very interested in continuing to participate. So 2 days later, she had a bucket, and she was the first customer of Eastside Compost. And then it started to expand within the neighborhood initially, and then into what we call the urban core of the area. So we've had some changes in pricing model along the way where we switched to subscriptions. About a little over a year ago, MC joined, and then we put some effort into doing some marketing to really start to drive this from a side project into a larger scale operation in Lansing. So now we're sitting at about $30,000 of revenue per year. We have almost 130 customers. They all love us. We raised our prices back in November, and we lost no one. We send out like reminder emails about you got to pick up tomorrow, and people reply to the emails about like, oh, thanks, like it's great, and this is what I put in my bucket, and so they're having a good time, and we're having a good time. Diverting organic matter from the area. So we've spent the last few months really trying to scale up our operations in terms of hauling material. So we've invested a lot of time and effort into what we call the farm, where we're doing the hauling based in, and then we're doing some of the processing. So we connected with Luis at Wormies to switch to vermicomposting. So we have some static piles, and then we push them into windrows with some worms. Again, we've done a pretty big push for marketing recently, so we're giving out yard signs to customers to really drive up awareness inside of our curbside area, right? The ideal customer is the neighbor of our existing customer, right? So we really want to really target that market that we're already driving around in. And then we most recently signed a partnership agreement with the Ingham County Land Bank. So they own a lot of vacant land in Ingham County, mostly in Lansing. And they have a program for community gardens where they provide a bunch of basically very cheap land and some material to help people community garden. And so they're already doing composting, but it's mostly brush and garden waste. So we've heard from farmers in the area that it's not the greatest quality compost because it's mostly brush. And so we signed a partnership agreement where we're going to do some of our own processing, and then they're going to take the rest of it that we can't process on our farm here. So, and then we're going to help them improve their processes, improve their feedstock, and then they go around and they turn around and sell it to local farmers that are growing inside of mostly Lansing.
Sounds like community compost, doesn't it? Keeping it local. So this is where we want to go. These are our targets for 2024. Our vision is to be the most efficient hauler of organic materials and grow the market for our hauling service by cooperating with partners. Additionally, we see ourselves operating our service from an urban farm, a Class 1 facility, using community compost practices. What we need to do that, in order to increase the range and capacity of our hauling services, we will apply for funding from the Eagle Organics Infrastructure Grant, which includes a truck with a liftgate and a tow package for the dump trailer so we can efficiently harvest quality feedstock for making the compost, as well as deliver the finished quality vermicompost to farms and gardens in our food shed. So just like it says on our sign right here, that's what we do. We give it back. Thanks. We're all done.